All right. What is good, guys? I promised a trade recap, and I promised that we would start doing trade recaps again. We do these either way in the Discord, in the paid Discord, and I'm including the free Discord in on this because I'm actually turning this into a YouTube video as well. So, hello, YouTube. But yeah, let's go into the trades that we didn't take today because I didn't end up taking a trade. But we can actually still cover the analysis and how we fucking pinpointed the freaking fuck out of it. So today, to start off, we had Jolt's job openings, which was bearish news, okay? And that came out 30 minutes into market open. All right, so with that in mind, I was only trading the I was only looking to trade the S&P and the Nasdaq. Nasdaq smoking on a gas pack, because forex pairs recently. Look at this, super duper trash, low volume. If we look at GU, yes, on Friday there was good volume, and today there was good volume, but on Friday there was high impact news, and on Monday and today there was high impact news, and even today, look at today's price action, bro, pretty shitty. And then if we go back and we look at last week's price action, slow freaking garbage chop. And then if we look at GJ, obviously during Friday we had high impact news, and then Monday and today we had high impact news, so there was obviously volume. But look at all of last week, just freaking garbage mode on all of these pairs. So I decided to not even look at forex pairs coming into this week, and unless so let's see, for tomorrow. Well, tomorrow there's high impact news, and there's high impact news literally every single day going into these next 2 weeks. So really, I'm probably just going to be sticking to the S&P and Nasdaq smoking on that gas pack for the next couple weeks, or for the next 2 weeks specifically, until I can start seeing like actual real volume coming back into these forex pairs without news volatility. That would be ideal. So that was the reason why I wasn't really looking at any of these forex pairs. Now, let's go ahead and jump into what I was looking for today on the S&P. So let's get rid of all these drawings real quick and kind of go over what I saw pre-market. So if we put on this right here, this candle is the candle that was made, like 30 minutes of this candle was made during market open. So prior to this candle, what did we have? We had a sweep of this hourly liquidity, and then we had a break of structure to the downside. What do we see right here? This is technically an hourly order block to the upside, right? So from boom up to here, that is a valid price range. And then also we have this hourly fair value gap from boom, this candle, all the way down to here. And if we take that off, I marked out... or I guess I didn't mark out the order block because it was in line with the 50% mark of the hourly fair value gap. As you can see, I marked it out with the GAN box. And then if we scale in even deeper to the 15-minute time frame, I marked out this 15-minute order block that swept out these highs, which a similar order block, actually that same price action right over here, got hit on NASDAQ, and that was used as our confirmation on NASDAQ. However, our confirmation used on the S&P 500 was the 50% mark of this fair value gap. So we can see right here, market goes ahead and opens, and we remember news came out at 1500, okay? So we see price drawing up towards... I marked out originally these highs. We see these highs get penetrated through. News hasn't hit yet. Perfect. I'm not looking for a trade. I said ideally I was looking for this imbalance, because if we look right here, this isn't much of an imbalance. This isn't much of an imbalance. But hey, these dicks to the downside, that is an imbalance. And if we look on the hourly time frame, hey, would you look at that? Those dicks to the downside lines up perfectly. Boom. I kind of highlighted it just like on the 5-minute, or really on the 1 minute. I marked out this really obvious imbalance right here. We can see like 3 really large candlesticks to the downside. That's what I marked out on the 1 minute for that imbalance. As you can see, like everything prior to that, like it's kind of chop, but then boom, this is that major imbalance area. And then everything before that is just chop, right? Not really much of an imbalance, not really much of a flood of the face. So we see the S&P drop towards that area, fill the 50% mark of the 1 hour fair value gap, and then boom, we see a break of structure to the downside. The candlestick right before news, and then right when this candle closed, this Goliath, this 12-inch python of a black monstrosity of a dick and balls pattern appeared. Okay, and there was just nothing to do about it. So this candle closed, and then I was like, okay, bet. Well, we made this fair value gap right here. We're still looking for entries because all we got was a building block that got filled on the hourly time frame. Remember, we got the liquidity sweep that we already wanted on the hourly time frame done and said and done, right? We got that sweep, and then this was the building block that we wanted to see get filled, and we see it get filled, that imbalance. And then on the 1 minute, we see price, boom, come on up in there. We break structure. So now what are we looking for? We're looking for our third confluence. We're looking for a fair value gap to get filled. This was the first fair value gap I marked out. After that, there wasn't really much to see within there. Once we moved past these lows, I was like, look, man, I honestly am going to want to wait for price to give me a larger retracement than just on the 1 minute time frame. I thought we were going to sweep out these lows and then maybe break 1 minute structure to the upside and fill this in. Didn't happen. And then we push even lower, start taking out these other draws on liquidity that I saw. You know, I said, oh, maybe like when this was chopping up, I was like, maybe we fill in this big ass imbalance right here. Didn't get hit. Okay. So I was not able to find an entry on the S&P, and then after that, I was like, look, we're way too far deep into market being open. Session is, you know, fully fucking passed. It was just a big ass news day, you know, said and done. So that was what I saw on the S&P 500. Bias and overall direction and just mapping out where we wanted price to go to, though. Literally boom, 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 brrr, literally like all headshots, nothing to the body, you know, like you can wear a vest, but we'll hit you in the head with these types of, with what we were doing in the Discord today. Like lately my trading has been locked the fuck in. All I'm gonna say, I'm on a tea break. That typically translates to good trading, and I see it happening, and you know, sticking to that little tolerance break for the foreseeable future, because it's I gotta get shit done, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, we were fucking sniper with our bias. We were sniper with the building blocks, but we couldn't find an entry. And these are the days where I'm like, look, man, there is literally not a single thing to complain about, because like, bro, what else could you ask for? Your overall bias was correct. Awesome. All the building blocks that you marked off, they gave a reaction and they reacted as they should. You just didn't get all the confluences you needed to enter. And then what else has that confirmed me? That we're a patient trader, that we followed our plan. Awesome. Today was a great fucking trading day. If you ask me, I took 0 trades. And today was an awesome trading day because I stayed patient. I followed my plan. I waited for news to come out. I was waiting with my fucking sniper, waiting for my entry. Nothing showed up. Perfect. Pack it up. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm ready to bang heads. Okay, so that was the S&P 500. Let's hop over to the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's on gas pack. So very, very similar setups from gas pack. We had that hourly sweep of these highs, that break of structure to the downside. We have this hourly order block right here. We have this hourly fair value gap right here. And then, as I talked about, on that S&P, how I marked out with the blue line, that 15-minute order block, we marked out the same one right here. As we can see, this is a boom, push up, sweep out of these highs, and then a flood of the face. I marked it out with a little blue line instead of using my box. But we can see that get filled. This whole imbalance all the way down here, very, very similar to the S&P, right? This isn't much of an imbalance. This isn't much of an imbalance. But if we go into the 1 minute time frame, we can see that we filled in like the majority of this dump on down and wanted to hit up into this order block. And then very, very similar action here. We got a break of structure to the downside. I was sitting there with the snipe, waiting for either this fair value gap to get filled. I marked out this fair value gap as well. I was just waiting and waiting and waiting. We pushed past these lows, and then I was like, all right, maybe we're gonna get a high time frame, fill. We didn't. We see price push on down here. I was like, okay, maybe we get a fill of this fair value gap, within here. Yeah, we got a bit of a fill with this, but if we go into the 5-minute time frame, what caused me to stay away from that was, what major imbalance did we fill? We didn't fill much with this, right? We filled like this tiny ass imbalance from here down to this wick. That's not enough for me. I was really looking for this big imbalance to get filled, and maybe this big imbalance gets filled tomorrow, and we can pull out the sniper and take a shot at that. But again, the NASDAQ and the S&P just didn't give me that third confluence that I was waiting for today. But again, bias, building blocks were all fucking in line. We were just waiting for that third confluence entry. Never got it. You could say that like, hey, price came in and filled this imbalance right here. And yeah, you're right, it did. But when did that happen? Dude, literally like years into market open. Ideally, I'm off the charts by then. I'm not sitting on my ass for 7 hours of each day, sitting there, munching on my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, just waiting for a trade. I got shit to do. I got businesses to run. I got a dog to take care of. I got lines to bang. I got, what else do I got? I got females to hang out. I don't get females. I got dudes to hang out with. No, I'm saying. But anyways, right, like this fill right here is just, poopy diaper. Like, I'm not waiting until 1800. Like, bro, when even is that? Well, this is on. If this is market open, that's 9:30. Yeah, bro, this was at 12 freaking 30. I'm not waiting until then. That's also during lunch hour. Yeah, you're that if you trade during lunch hour. So nothing that I saw, but again, similar to the S&P, bro, like bias on fleek. Dude, talk about pinpoint freaking placement of building blocks. Talk about literally knowing damn well where the market's going to go. However, no execution. So again, today, freaking W-ass day, and today, I was very, very happy with today. And these are the days that you got to embrace. These are the days where you don't trade and you see everything fall into plan and you're like, hey man, sucks that I didn't make any money, but also major dub that I didn't lose any money. And also, you're that man because you knew where market wanted to go and you knew where it wanted, you marked out certain areas that price was going to react off of, and it did. So overall, W day for me. No trades were taken, but just wanted to hop on Zoom. I'm not really going to take any questions because this is a YouTube video and whatever, but I just wanted to show the YouTube and the free Discord, essentially, this is what we do in the paid Discord, except afterwards we leave it open for freaking chat and whatever for them to ask me questions. But yeah, this was but we didn't take any trades today, so there's not much to talk about. Which is why I'm making this a YouTube video, and which is why I'm giving it access to the free Discord, just so you guys could kind of see the type of analysis that I'm doing in our late night Zooms. And if you guys didn't know that, yeah, we in combination with the Discord Zoom calls in the morning, because I noticed the morning calls are they get really, really well, I just get really locked in on like what I'm trying to trade. I get into the music and like I'm not really saying as much like educational stuff as I wanted to. It turned into a signal room more so than like an education hotspot than I wanted to. And my Discord isn't supposed to be like take a signal and like pack it up and be done for the day. That is the opposite of what I want. I literally, like, my goal is for you guys to come in there, learn what you need to learn, and then get the fuck out, like literally sit in there, maybe watch me for 1 or 2 months and like follow me, like watch me as I trade live, pick up on some of the things that I'm mentioning while I'm trading live, why I'm taking certain trades, why I'm waiting for more confluence, why I'm not taking certain trades, how I react to news on certain days. Like, all of these are small little market experience things that aren't necessarily like teachable, but you're able to kind of pick up on them as I'm just like talking throughout those live streams. And then on top of that, that's during like the live trading, and then on top of that, you get a taste of what we kind of talked over today at the end of every single day, usually at nighttime, once the market has like fully made its move, like Asian session has kind of come into play. That's when I'll hop on another Zoom call and I'll pretty much be like, hey, look, these are the pairs that we were looking at for the day. If we took a trade, we'll say like, hey, this was the trade that we took. This is how we could have done better. This is how this is what we did good. This is how we can improve for next time. Like, pretty much live back testing or live like journaling the trades that we're taking. And if you guys aren't in my paid Discord, or if you guys are just like, trying to purely learn off free content, I highly recommend this is something that you yourself do, and don't do it right after you take the trade, because you're still going to be emotional. You're still going to be thinking about the trade that you could have taken, the money that you could have made. So it's best to just wait until nighttime, once Asian session has come around, or once market has really, really died down in volume, where you know that you definitely shouldn't be trading and it would just be stupid of you to place a trade. So then you're like, okay, bet, you're not even thinking about placing a trade, and you can just fully look back on the day that you had. You can look back at your overall bias, determine if it was right, determine if it was wrong, figure out what you did right, figure out what you did wrong, and how you can improve for the next trading day and for the days following. So there we go. I think that's going to wrap it up for the first live trading video that I've been back for. Whatever, everyone was asking for, or not live trade, freaking trade recap. I do want to do live trades again, but I can't figure out a way, because my webcam, I don't do the calls on Zoom anymore. I do them on Discord, and since Discord is using the my face camera for the thing, like I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't figure out a way, because I can't do it on Zoom anymore, because people were freaking scamming the link and sending the link to other people. So I need to figure out a way to where I can film like myself trading live, and also like maybe I need to get 2 cameras. I don't freaking know. But anyways, that's a problem that I can solve dolo. But that being said, much love. I appreciate y'all. And I said that the Discord sale would be done. I've been busy and I've been out of the house the entire day. Fuck it. It's still live until tomorrow morning, right before I get on. I'm literally going to write it down on my whiteboard right now. Right before I trade tomorrow, it's taken off. Okay, so we'll leave the Discord sale. It's $100 right now. It's going back up to $150, because I wanted to do a sale to kind of like give you guys a little taste test of what it would be like with those extra like added Zoom calls afterwards. Like showing you guys what we're gonna be all about, and then it's gonna go back to regular price. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all. I'll catch you paid Discord jits tomorrow morning. I'll catch you free Discord jits on the weekend, and I will catch you YouTube jits tomorrow for a vlog. All right, boys. I'll catch y'all. Appreciate you. Peace.